What's up guys, it's Paraly5er here and welcome to Mythbusting Part 20. This is the series in which I take your myths from the comments and test them out in Grounded. Today we have a special episode where we test multiplayer myths exclusively. Big shout out to Pizza Gamer who helped me record a lot of these myths for today's episode. A quick reminder that it is the final of the Grounded Backyard Brawl on Wednesday, March the 22nd. I will be competing against the winner of Group A, Bald Zebra, and the winner of Group C, Sir Sim-Alot, with the winner out of the three of us taking on Chris, the self-proclaimed champ. If you potentially want to see me become the champion of Grounded PvP, make sure you tune in. It starts at 8 PM UK time or 1 PM Pacific. It will only be streamed on twitch.tv/Obsidian, so make sure you're there. The first myth in today's video has been sent in by The Coven, and they ask, myth, the Black Ox crossbow with splinter arrows can one-shot other players even with maxed armor. I equipped a full set of bulky roly-poly armor and got Pizza to shoot me. This did less than half of my health and damage, meaning this myth is busted. The Black Ox crossbow with splinter arrows doesn't one-shot kill, but it is pretty powerful. Our second myth today has been sent in by Xander, who says, myth, you can start 2 boss fights at the same time. I headed to the Broodmother boss fight whilst Pizza made his way to the Mantis arena. First, Pizza summoned the Mantis, and then I attempted to summon the Broodmother. As you can see, it did work, so this myth is confirmed. You can summon and fight multiple bosses at the same time. Today's next myth has been sent in by Aldo Horn, who says, myth, does the bleed effect from feather arrows and the moth armor stack? We decided to test this in multiplayer so that we can see the separate effects. I got Pizza to shoot me with full moth armor along with feather arrows, which caused a single bleed effect. Next, I asked him to unequip the armor and shoot me. This did the exact same amount of damage once the bleed had finished. Next, I got him to fire a bunch of arrows at me, but I didn't get a single bleed debuff at all. So I guess the ranged cut from the moth armor doesn't work in PvP combat. So this myth is busted for PvP, but I don't exactly know how it would work against bugs. The next myth today has been sent in by Falling Spirits, who says, myth, you can break Director Schmecter's fight by standing in the door while a friend activates it. Let's check it out. I got Pizza to stand in the door, and then I activated the boss. As you can see, this did stop the door from closing, but there was an invisible barrier stopping me from leaving. Pizza was able to run away and leave, but couldn't get inside the boss fight. When I gave up, it caused the boss to despawn, meaning you can't use this to cheese. So, this myth is confirmed. You can break the boss fight by doing this, but it doesn't give you any advantage, other than using it to troll your friends so that they get left alone with Schmecter. Our next myth is, myth, does reviving Burgle help to unlock Reliable Friend? I killed Pizza 4 times, meaning I was just 1 revive away from stage 1 of the mutation. I revived Burgle, and it did unlock stage 1 of the mutation, meaning this myth is confirmed. Reviving Burgle does help to unlock the Reliable Friend mutation. Today's next myth has been sent in by Average Toast, who says, myth, if you have 2 players and one sits in a chair and the other relocates it, then you can move around in the sitting position. I got Pizza to sit in a chair and then relocated it. As you can see, he stays sat in the chair. When I destroyed the chair, he got stuck in the sitting position when moving. So this myth is confirmed. You can get your friend stuck sitting. This is also cool because if your friend goes AFK in a chair, you can just move them to the middle of nowhere and they'll wonder what the heck just happened to them. The next myth today has been sent in by Insert Text Here, who says, myth, the Black Widow dagger and the Spider Fang dagger do the same amount of damage over time. I first got Pizza to hit me with the Widow dagger, which inflicted me with poison for 15 seconds, and took me just below half health. Next I got him to hit me with the Spider Fang dagger. This also inflicted a poison effect for 15 seconds, but it didn't take me below half health, so this myth is busted. The Widow dagger actually has a stronger poison effect than the Spider Fang dagger. Taboo Tyler has sent in our next myth, and they ask, myth, infection from the Toenail Scimitar and the Rusty Spear stack. Let's find out. I got Pizza to hit me with the Toenail Scimitar and then switched to the Rusty Spear before hitting me again. As you can see, I only got 1 stack of infection that refreshed with each hit, So this myth is busted, as both weapons just inflict the exact same effect, not two unique effects. The Earth itself has sent in today's next myth and asks, myth, does the Toenail Scimitar and Rusty Spear inflict infection when thrown? Let's check it out. I got Pizza to throw the Toenail Scimitar at me, but it didn't give me the infection debuff. Next, he threw the spear at me, but this didn't debuff me either. So this myth is busted. Throwing these weapons doesn't give you the infection debuff. Our next myth today is myth. Does the explosion from the mysterious machine hurt you? I got Pizza to activate the machine while I stood outside the entrance to the Oak Lab. After the cutscene had finished, the door was open, but I had taken no damage, meaning this myth is busted. The next myth today is myth. CCTV cameras in the Oak Lab are actually live. Let's test it out. I got Pizza to head to the Pond Lab and stand where the camera is looking. Once the camera switched back to the Pond Lab, I was able to see him on the camera waving at me. So this myth is confirmed. The cameras are actually live feeds. Today's next myth has been sent in by Moist Aid, who says, myth, if your friend activates a mixer and you are in the queue to sleep and your friend leaves, can you sleep through the mixer? Let's find out. I joined the queue to sleep and then got Pizza to start a mixer. Then he left the game, but the sleep counter stayed at 1 out of 2, despite me being the only person in the game. So this myth is busted. You can't sleep through the mixer using this method. And they ask, myth, killing teammates with weapons will unlock the corresponding mutation. I decided to use the axe, and after killing enemies and killing Pizza a bunch of times, I still didn't unlock the mutation. So this myth is busted. PvP kills don't count towards unlocking mutations for weapons. Today's next myth has been sent in by Nathan, and they say, myth, reliable friend makes you revive Burgle faster. Time to find out. I tested this by almost reviving Burgle without Reliable Friend, and then with stage 1 of Reliable Friend equipped. Without Reliable Friend, it took 4.75 seconds. With Reliable Friend, it took 3.5 seconds. So this myth is confirmed. Reliable Friend does help you revive Burgle quicker. Our next myth today has been sent in by Peace is King, who says, myth, you can get trapped in the Antlion Salt Cave if both ends respawn. I killed an antlion and got Pizza to go into the Salt Caves and leave the game. I then let a few days pass in the game, but sadly, the pit antlions wouldn't respawn. So this myth is busted. You can't trap your friends inside the sand tunnels, but you could use this to stop the pit antlions from respawning. Tyler asks, myth, can you sleep in multiplayer if a player is dead? I tried to sleep when Pizza was dead, but it didn't work. So this myth is busted. All players need to be sleeping in order for it to work. Our penultimate myth today has been sent in by Dar, who says, myth, you can't get fall damage while inside of a falling turret. Let's check it out. I got inside a turret and got Pizza to break the ground from under me. This caused me to fall from the sky inside the turret and then teleport back to where I got inside the turret and fall from the sky. So this myth is busted. You do take fall damage, but not while inside the turret. We also tested this in the water, and you do actually sink all the way to the bottom of the pond if you were curious, and you can shoot while falling too. The final myth in today's episode has been sent in by Alex, who says, myth, you can shoot the aphid on the zipper. Pizza hopped on the zipline and I began firing arrows at the poor aphid. Of course, this didn't work. This myth is busted. You can't kill the aphid on the zipper. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. I will see you in the next Grounded video. Have a great rest of your day.